Wake up!
Yeah, you guys really are like the hip-hop early morning, late night talk show.
Breakfast Club is the most powerful, popular, urban radio show in America.
Made it! Live from the Black Mothership in New York City, it's DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God.
It's different, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know what y'all talking about.
Thank you. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all.
Collectively known as Breakfast Club, bitches!
I'm always nervous when I do the Breakfast Club because sometimes you say stuff and it's just gonna get you in trouble.
Everybody wake up!
Good morning, USA!
Yo, 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday.
Yes, and we have a special guest co-host. Jason Lee is here. What up, Jason?
I'm back.
Good morning, Jason Lee.
Good morning.
All the Hollywood Unlocked viewers, what's happening?
Good morning.
Yeah, y'all be showing us a lot of love. I appreciate it. I'm so glad to be back in the seat that Ebony K. Williams sets on fire from time to time.
She definitely sets it on fire. Not from time to time. Every time she comes up here.
That's right.
It might still be hot from Ebony K. Williams. It's funny because salute to everybody who came to the 3rd annual Mental Wealth Expo this weekend at the Marriott. Give me some round of applause for that. God damn. At the Marriott Marquis in Times Square. And my man Lassiter, he was hosting one of the panels. And he brought up Ebony K. Williams.
Nah, she's been great content. She should come up more regular.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But no, thank you to everybody who did come out to my 3rd annual Mental Wealth Expo this past Saturday at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square.
Dope.
Fantastic event, and I hope that anybody who came gets started on their healing journey.
And you really need to get your props because you got me in therapy. I'm deep in therapy right now.
That's dope.
Elliot Connie was on the panel. Psychotherapist Elliot Connie was on one of the panels.
Yeah. No, man, I mean, seriously, like, the way, when I think back of how I used to burn the internet down.
You got it. The list is right there, Jason.
Where's the
Jason,
list?
the list is right there.
Oh, okay.
It's not there. Let me give it to him.
Let me
put the list.
I blame it on the management of the Breakfast Club. Shout out to BET.
The list of things you can't say is right there.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But listen, we're all works in progress. So, in the case you do end up burning something down,
it's okay.
That's all. It just happens, I just try not to project. I used to project a lot of my pain and my hurt onto people. You know what I mean? I like to give it a critical opinion or analysis nowadays, but not be projecting.
Yes.
Well,
that's what I'm doing. I'm doing more of critical analysis.
Yes.
All right.
I could be pissed off today because my Cowboys got their ass kicked last night.
We'll talk about that a little bit later.
So
I've been waiting to talk about that.
I might do some projecting.
We'll talk about that later. And shout out to everybody in Alabama State. Each and every year I go on a HBCU tour where I try to go to a lot of the HBCUs and we film it and we do like a little docu-series where we talk to students and kids and try to get more people to think about HBCUs when they're thinking about going to college. So Alabama State was this weekend, so salute to everybody in Alabama State. And then when I got home, I really have to learn soccer. I don't know anything about soccer.
For real?
My son loves it, and he's pretty good. Like, they had a tournament this weekend. He scored like 2 goals each game, but I don't know what he's doing. I have no clue. When they throwing penalties and flag, I have no clue. I just cheer.
Shout out to Catherine Bruton from BMI. She took me to a game in Atlanta. It's a different level energy, and those fans are really, I don't want to say psychotic because they're psychotic.
Yes,
but the kids love soccer.
No, the parents get there early. They tailgate. They have tables. They got food, drinks, and it's different in football, than different in basketball, different in baseball. But I really don't know what I'm doing. I just cheer.
Well, there's a video I posted on Instagram where I was there and they kicked a goalie. That's when the ball goes in the whatever.
Kick a goal, not a goalie. Not a goalie. Goal.
Touchdown.
Exactly.
That's what touchdown. Everybody's going off the smoke, the fire. The kids was screaming touchdown.
Touchdown. All right, I'm gonna learn it. But anyway, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news coming up. Teslin is here, right? Teslin will be joining us, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host Jason Lee here, and let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Tez.
Good morning, DJ Envy. Good morning, Jason Lee and Charlamagne the God.
Peace.
Good morning.
Let's run through the sports right fast. Jaguars beat the Bills yesterday. Colts beat the Titans. Saints beat the Patriots. Steelers beat the Ravens. The Lions beat the Panthers. The Dolphins beat the Giants. Falcons beat the Texans. The Bengals beat the Cardinals. Eagles beat the Rams. Chiefs beat the Vikings. The Jets beat the Broncos. And the 49ers washed the Cowboys 42-10.
They did.
Washed.
They wiped their ass with us. They absolutely did.
Made y'all look horrible.
They definitely did.
You still buying your tickets to the Super Bowl?
I mean, sure.
Oh my God.
I mean, I haven't bought them yet, but
don't buy them.
I still think my Dallas Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Why wouldn't I? Why would I switch up on my Dallas Cowboys? when I've been riding with my Dallas Cowboys my whole life.
I don't say switch up, but don't buy tickets to the Super Bowl. It's gonna be a waste of money.
Why? That shit gonna be there.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
That's
you're right. You're right. And tonight the Raiders take on the Packers. Now, what we starting with? There's a lot going on, huh?
There's a lot going on. First, we obviously have to address the war that is now happening in Israel. Again, rest in peace to all of those victims in this heinous war that's going on. So Israel has formally declared war on Hamas, setting the stage for a major military operation in Gaza as fighting rages on Israel's soil. Tanks and personal carriers can be seen on the move near the Israel-Gaza border Sunday after Hamas launched a surprise assault this weekend that so far killed over 700 people. And Saturday was the deadliest day in decades for Israel, and it came under months of surging violence between Palestinians and Israelis, with the long-running conflict now heading into uncharted and dangerous new territory. Over 400 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza as Israel responds to the airstrikes. President Biden condemns Hamas. Let's take a listen.
Terrorist organization, Hamas. In this moment of tragedy, I want to say to them and to the world and to terrorists everywhere that the United States stands with Israel. We will not ever fail to have their back. We'll make sure that they have the help their citizens need and they can continue to defend themselves.
Now, there was a rally yesterday in New York calling for ceasefire and peace. Leaders like Representative Bowman and AOC were calling for peace as well. This is certainly, I guess bringing a split, within the Democratic Party. Politico wrote an article about that on how this conflict should be handled. Activist Linda Salsower responds to President Biden. Let's take a listen.
This is not easy to talk about. My heart breaks for all the innocent Palestinian and Israeli lives that have been lost. Don't be distracted. Palestinians are not the enemies of Jews. Apartheid is. It is time for the United States government once and for all to take a stand to end this injustice. Biden shouldn't be handing over more military aid to the current extremist leaders of the state of Israel that will cause the death of thousands more. We need to call for an end to the illegal and brutal occupation of the Palestinian people and to lift the siege on Gaza. This is how we begin to solve this.
Mm-hmm.
Man, tragic event. It was over 1,100 people killed, right?
Yeah, it said over 700 on Saturday. Yeah, that number continues to grow. Charlamagne, you're correct with that. And that includes, again, the Palestinians and also the folks in Israel. As you may have saw in the news, they were talking about how this happened during a rally. I'm not a rally. I'm sorry, a concert.
Music festival. Yeah,
music festival, and just kind of came out of nowhere. So just, a lot going on with this. There's a lot of divide, I would say, on social media on how, this should be handled. And obviously this is a full blown out war. So more is expected to come. You can expect United States. They've already sent over equipment to support this. And so we're just going to have to see, what this looks like as far as Congress. And remember, there is no Speaker of the House right now. So how's that going to work as well when you talk about sending resources? So a lot going on.
Yeah, I don't know about the politics of any of this, and I don't care. When you see all these humans getting killed, women, kids, just innocent people, if that don't touch you in some way, shape, or form, then you ain't got no heart. You just a soulless individual.
And it was really crazy because there was a young girl, she was 23 years old at this festival named Shani Luke. I think it's Luke. She was a young German lady there just attending the festival. That. They beat her up, killed her, and then took pictures with her.
Yeah, I didn't see the pictures, but I saw her mom talking about the pictures.
Yeah, they were like carrying her body around, taking pictures with it. So it's really out of control.
All right.
And we know Cory Booker also was over there as well. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he, came back safely as well. He had to, seek cover and was just over there, I guess, for some event. And so, so this affects everybody. So we'll stay on top of it.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Let us know how your weekend was. Again, 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest. Wake up. Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's good, man? This is Prince Cream from Virginia Beach. Man, I just want to give some love, first of all, to what you guys are doing. And shout out Charlamagne, man. I was at the Expo sitting front row. I was there 6 a.m. I was there early when they were setting the chairs up. Now I was ready to help people set the chairs. The energy was so amazing, man. Charlamagne, you super humble, bro. Taking all them pictures, man. I got my quick selfie before I flew out. But man, bro, I'm like, I'm blown away, man. I was talking to Justin, man. He's from Bar Beach. I'm like, yo, I want to serve, bro. I want to come. I don't care if I got to be in the lobby doing my play, ministering, going into them breakout, so I just need to serve, bro. Like, show me how to do that, man. How I can join Pass Out Water next year, man. The energy was great, bro.
Absolutely. Next year, we definitely get you down as a volunteer, man. I'm going to put you on hold so Eddie can get your information. We're going to definitely put you down as a volunteer. Thank you for coming, brother.
No doubt, man. I love you, boys.
Love
I'm
you
telling
too,
you, man. You truly, man, King.
Hold
God
on,
bless.
right?
Envy. Yes, sir.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning. Peace and blessings, Envy. How you feeling this morning?
Sean Stone, what up, brother?
I'm good, brother. Good morning, Charlamagne.
Sean Stone, what's happening, my guy?
I'm good, brother. Congratulations on your mental seminar, right?
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate that, man. Jason Lee, good morning.
What up?
How you feeling this morning, sir?
Rested. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too, man. I'm up rocking and rolling.
Jason always sound like you ready for an attack.
That's what it is, Jason.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm in my mental health process, but I am cocked and loaded.
He called him saying to see how he loves when you're up here. But Jason, you can see Jason on the fence. Jason got his hands up like,
can you really tell?
Yes.
Because I'm always like, it's always something. It'd be like, good morning, how are you? God bless. Bam. Like, bam.
No, Jason, you don't got to be on defense. Sean don't got no problem with Jason Lee, you know what I mean? Actually, I like you, Jason Lee. You know what I mean? With the whole Hollywood unlocked.
He's still waiting. Jason waiting for I like you, but
there's no other shoe dropping, Jason.
Oh, okay,
he just said he likes you. That's all, Jason.
All right.
I just want to ask you a question.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Sorry, Jason.
Wait. Before he goes, see what I'm saying?
All right.
We
don't know the question.
We don't know the question.
Everybody be trying to keep me. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Can you do me a favor, sir? So I just started a new YouTube, right? It's called Sean Stone TV, SEANSTONE TV. I just want you to check it out. You know what I mean? I'm doing my thing, talking about pop culture. And I love your review. That's all, bro.
See?
You know
That's
what I mean?
it. See? That's positive.
Jason. See?
That's positive, Jason.
All right. I'm going to check it out.
All right, Sean Stone.
Thank you, sir. But hold on, Envy.
Yes, sir.
I'm a soccer dad, too, bro. So if you want to learn soccer with me, you know, my son, Chase, 9-year-old plays soccer. I would love to link up with you, too, Envy. Me and my son, you and your son, to go play some soccer together, man, and we can learn the game together. I could teach you, a matter of fact.
Yeah, we could do that. My son met your son at the car show, so yeah, we could do that because I don't be knowing what's be going on. My son scored, and I'm like, I have no idea.
You just got a chair.
That's it.
Whenever you get a goal, cheer. You know what I mean? And shout out his name and stuff like that. And when the ball go out of bounds, sometimes you got to throw it in. You know what I mean? So it's different type of rules to soccer. But I could teach you, bro.
All right, brother.
All right, stay blessed.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, how you on? This is Will.
Will, what's up? Get it off your chest, Will.
Yeah, man, I just want to call say I definitely appreciate how you guys always try to put a light on everything. You know, I'm a father of six, just like you, DJ Envy, from Renberg, South Carolina, just like you, Dr. Charlotte.
South Carolina, what's happening?
Yeah, right across from Rafton Creek Elementary School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically, like, you know, I'll just get up and tell that, you know, I lost my job recently. You know, my kids. My son has an illness that, you know, it's called San Filipino syndrome, which is like basically child dementia. It's a situation where as though your metabolism can't break down carbohydrates, causing sugar deposits that damages your spinal cord and also brain damage as well too.
That's horrible.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, so basically just trying to just keep afloat, you know, my marriage, everything. So it's just like, you know, you talk about mental health. It's real, you know. It's almost like being in the Bible, like the Book of Job.
Yes, sir.
You know, trying to keep your faith.
Man.
Yeah, just asking for prayer, just for, you know, just hopefully I can find something soon to try to help out, you know, get things situated with my family.
Definitely gonna send a prayer up for you, my brother. I mean that sincerely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, thank you.
All right, brother.
Hold your head, King.
Thanks, man.
All right, man.
People be going through it, man.
Yeah, no,
I'm telling
absolutely.
you take your problems and put them on the table, and you see somebody else's problems. I bet you'll snatch yours back.
Nice.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is James.
Hey, James, what up? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I just wanted to put this out there. First, good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Hope everybody's doing well. But I just need to put this out there, man. Money is not the end all be all.
That's a fact.
It is a tool.
Mm-hmm.
We use it to get the goods and services that we need, and that's it. There's nothing special about it. If it was, there wouldn't be so many people that are well off financially that commit suicide and stuff like that. You know, I don't know, man. Well, I guess I'm just saying it, people put too much into it.
You're saying it right.
Who you talking to? Bill collectors? That's what you're trying to get to bill collectors?
I'm putting it out in general. Just people that seem to think that if you have all this money, your life is automatically going to be better, and that's not true.
You're right. 1,000% right, brother.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to put it out there, though. I don't know who needed to hear it. I just wanted it out there.
You're absolutely right. Your life will be better in certain aspects, especially if you have debt and stuff like that. But anything that you're dealing with internally, like, your actual happiness is not going to be predicated on said money.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And I didn't believe that before. Somebody with a lot of money told me that you're not going to be happy when you get all this money, and they
then
weren't
you
lying.
made $20 million, and you see what's going. You see
a little less than that.
You made $20 million, and you had to go to therapy.
15.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. Now, we got rumors on the way. Give us a little tease.
I mean, Joe Budden and Drake going back and forth got me questioning who from my community is writing these texts.
Oh, boy.
What?
Because can't nobody clap back better than the gays. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying.
Okay. All right. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club.
Let me tell you something. I went to SZA concert this past Friday.
Oh, you did go?
Yeah, I went to SZA concert at the Barclays because my daughter is a huge SZA fan. Salute to TDE and Baby Sam at RCA Records for the hospitality. But how come folks aren't talking about the production on the SZA show? I know Taylor and Beyonce been out all year, but SZA
killed it.
That SOS tour, what?
Really?
Oh my God,
that's dope.
It's very cinematic.
Wow.
I'll leave it at that for those who haven't seen it yet. But it's very, very cinematic. It's a theme all the way through.
Okay.
It's a beginning, it's a middle, and it's an end. And the production is stellar.
Okay.
Dropping the clues bombs for SZA.
All right. SZA. Well, let's get to the room. Miss Jason Lee is here, y'all.
Please do not be alarmed. Remain calm.
Tell her. Made it. Good morning, Jason Lee.
I'm back.
One of one.
All the Hollywood Unlocked viewers, what's happening?
Don't even waste your time trying to compete with me, Nick.
This is the Rumor Report
I knew I can talk my
on The Breakfast Club.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm in my mental health process, but I am cocked and loaded. Yo, I need that.
Taylor.
Taylor, I need to take that with me.
This man Jason Lee switching intros like Beyonce switch outfits during the concert.
Me and Taylor actually plotted this yesterday. But anyway, moving right along. Joe Budden and a lot of people were in the news because they're the latest people to criticize Drake. As you know, Drake dropped a new album, For the Dogs. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But in case you missed what Joe Budden had to say, some people even call him a hater. This is what he said.
I missed the Drake that was rapping for the rappers. I missed the Drake that when he dropped, the rappers hit him. Not these little kid. I don't give a about you and Kai Cenat. That's going to sound like hate. Go find some your age. Hang out with them.
The music,
kids.
that's not what keep you popping. And if that's the game he playing, I gotta play this game.
All the older
streaming music and buying it, Joe. No,
dog. All that y'all saying for me applies to the field. I have long before called this golden child. Different set of rules apply. He's him. He is not one of them that y'all telling me about. I don't hold him there. When you that, you ain't walking in with the glow. I do what I want, and that's what's going to be popping.
Now, listen, Drake somehow must have heard this because we all did. And Drake clapped back. Now, I have to tell you, I know that they said they were, what was that one ghostwriter that they said was writing back in the day?
Quentin Miller.
Okay, well, I don't know if he wrote this clapback, but maybe one of my One of my sisters did. He said, quote, Joe Budden, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you are doing in this clip because this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember you are watching a failure. Give their opinion on his idea of what a recipe for success. A quitter gives their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers. He switched careers because the things that pop in your brain had you broke, living check to check, and then in the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in Dusty and Nietzsche jeans and pretend that you were the GOAT. Joe's simple response was, you'll grow up sooner or later. I don't know. What do you think?
I was watching some of the criticism of Drake's album this weekend. I don't know if it's the fairest, but he is held to a different standard because of the high levels. I mean, the reality of the high levels of criticism he gets is that it comes with the territory of the rare air that he's in, you know? But it feels very reminiscent of LeBron critique. Like, I think folks want Drake to be Jay-Z just like they want Bron to be Jordan, and we'll never truly appreciate either one of them if we keep comparing them to those individuals. So it's the ultimate compliment to be mentioned and compared to those icons, but it's an impossible hurdle to overcome.
Yeah, I agree. Drake is not Jay-Z. Drake is not Nas. Drake takes himself outside of that box, right? Because when Drake first came out, he was a rapper, right? And he rapped, and then he started singing.
No, he always rapped and sang. He always did that, always.
Well, he didn't do full singing songs at first.
Yes, he did.
No.
Always.
Not his first mixtape. No, he didn't. When he first came out, he was rapping. When? Name one.
Comeback Season, So Far Gone, he was always rapping and singing.
When he first came out with that mixtape, people loved the fact that Drake rap, and they compared him to Jay-Z because he can spit. When he started doing songs and started doing, I guess, like those poppy-ish songs where he was singing and all that, people started saying, oh, he's not Jay-Z, he's not this. But he takes himself out of the box and he experiences and do things that other artists won't do. Now, is that my cup of tea? Do I like Drake when he does that? No, I like the rapping Drake. But somebody who's 21 years old.
I never remember a time when Drake wasn't singing.
Not like that.
I mean, best I ever had was damn near a whole R&B song, bro. What are you talking about?
But he was still rapping on it, though. But it wasn't a full R&B song. He does full R&B songs now.
I thought he always did that.
But see, this is a fair criticism. A lot of people online are saying Joe Budden's just being a hater. Now, I'm in therapy, so I'm trying to be more positive. But to me, the anger and the frustration in his voice didn't sound warranted. I do say, music nowadays is very different than what you all are talking about. We do live in a TikTok world. If Jay-Z came out with a song today, he would be dancing on TikTok.
He better not.
Jay-Z wouldn't.
I'm saying in order to compete and be talked about.
I don't think he would compete. I think, like I said, my daughter's 21 years old, and she loves Drake. She loves that type of Drake. She loves the singy song. I don't. I come from a different era. I'm not that person.
But that's when I was saying that, people call me a hater. I've been saying that forever. I ain't never not said that.
But
I've always said I love rapping Drake. I don't like Drake singing. I've always said that, but I'm a hater.
But he said you was a hater too at some point, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
They sent you champagne y'all made up. Well, anyway, look, Drake, I don't know who wrote that clapback for you, but I'm available if you need my pen. Now,
although I do hear the critique of folks who say they want Drake to go deeper on the subject matter, though. You know, I mean, I think early in his career, that's why people gravitated towards him, because he told you about how he feels. Now it's like, all you hear about is what he's got. So I understand people that say they want him to go deeper on the subject matter.
And I mean, I've known Drake before he started rapping, when he was acting. So to watch his career go from like where he was as an actor all the way to where he is with class and grace, and be able to do it to the degree that he is, I have a certain amount of respect for him. That's just,
I mean, you got to applaud the longevity, right? Yeah. You got to applaud the consistency, and you got to applaud the fact that people still care.
Yeah, they do.
Well, people that are not applauding is the Navy. Rihanna's fans are upset, and so is the Esmeralda fans. I guess they found about 3 Esmeralda. Is it Esmeralda? I don't know. She's the girl that was hanging around with Prince when he was alive. Well, anyway, she plays the cello. You're
confusing me. I'm confused, but go ahead.
You know who Esmeralda Spalding is?
No.
Well, Drake does. She won a Grammy when he thought he should have won. He came out with some lyrics that made her fans upset. This is what he said.
Got home, that took patience. 4 Grammys to my name, 100 nominations. Esperanza Spalding was getting all the praises. I'm trying to keep it humble, I'm trying to keep it gracious. Who give up some up, Michelle Obama put you on a playlist. Then we never hear from you again like it was taken. Who the CEO of Universal, they mistaken. Cause Google saying Lucian, but that just doesn't make sense.
So I don't know her either. Her name is Esperanza. See, nobody cares. People are mad saying that they felt like he was attacking a black woman by saying that. And then listen, I love Drake. I gave him all his props, but this is where I have to say he's a hater. I just think it's sad. Anybody that loses Rihanna lost. Period. And I know she's listening. That's it. He lost. I think you take an L if you lose Rihanna.
He had Rihanna?
Didn't he?
I don't know.
There was an era where they were allegedly dating. Well, her choreographer took a shot at him and posted on her Instagram a photo of Rihanna and Drake. Remember where he tried to kiss her in the award show? You missed all that?
And she kind of pulled off on him. Yeah,
and she pulled off on him. And so, I mean, people now are, he's going viral for that. People are saying he was a hater. So,
but also, like what we just said, you said you want him to talk more substance in his lyrics and things that he's feeling and things that's going through him. So, but when he does it, we say he's soft and he's weak.
But you're taking a shot at Rihanna while she just had her second child.
But that's how he feels. That's his feelings. Why did Antigua
get a shot, though?
Because it's anti. It's a play on anti. And
I've never been there. I go to Aruba.
Aruba. Oh, okay.
Antigua's, they got good tax laws. But I mean, like
the same thing with Esperanza. He felt he should have won that Grammy. He's saying how he felt. But then when we say how he feels, he's acting soft. So do we not want him to talk about his feelings or how he feels?
They want Drake to have the energy he had in that IG post, and they want it to be in raps, and they want it to be aimed at men. That's what they want.
Yeah, why would you take a shot at? How do you win? Is that what rappers do? I don't know what rappers. Do you take a shot at women that left you, or that you're in a relationship that failed, or?
Yeah, that's been going on since the beginning.
Expresses his feelings.
Nas ain't spoke out about Khalees, and you know what she said.
Yes, he did. Nas did a whole damn album. What are you talking about?
Not in response to her coming on my show saying he beat her.
I don't know about that.
I never even heard that.
That's the response we waited for.
I never even heard that before.
No. I'll get that clip next.
Jesus Christ.
Jason Lee is here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and that is your rumor report. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. Teslin Figaro will be here, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got Jason Lee, our special guest co-host, and let's get in some front page news. What up, Tiz?
What's going on, DJ Envy, Jason, and Charlamagne the Guy?
Peace,
Let's do some quick sports. Now, the Jaguars beat the Bills last night. Colts beat the Titans. Saints beat the Patriots. Steelers beat the Ravens. The Lions beat the Panthers. The Giants lost to the Dolphins. Falcons beat the Texans. Bengals beat the Cardinals. The Eagles beat the Rams. Chiefs beat the Vikings. Jets beat the Broncos. 49ers washed the Cowboys. Oh, disgusting. And tonight, the Raiders take on the Green Bay Packers. Now, let's jump right into it. Today is Columbus Day, correct?
Well, it's actually Indigenous Peoples Day. Just depends on what state you live in. Some recognize it still as Columbus. Some recognize it as Indigenous Peoples Day. It is actually the most inconsistent U.S. holiday. It is in transition that as more states and cities embrace the Indigenous Peoples Day. President Joe Biden in 2022, he signed a proclamation recognizing it as Indigenous Peoples Day. But despite the proclamation, Columbus Day is still a federal holiday in many states. Now, Pew Research shows the public paid holiday is still exclusively celebrated as Columbus Day in 16 states. Ronaldo Morales, the assistant professor at Northwestern University, said it's very important that we understand how celebrating Columbus Day is insensitive and what kind of impact it has on Native Americans or indigenous communities. Now, just a couple of little facts, and for those, you can go look up that Pew Research report. It's really interesting. But Maine, New Mexico, Vermont, and D.C. all renamed the day as Indigenous Peoples Day in 2019 and retained it as an official holiday. And then two states I wanted to point out that are, really do it big. Texas in 2021, they declared the entire second week in October as Indigenous Peoples Week. And in Oklahoma, the state flag that includes a peace pipe and olive branch. A lot of people don't know that. The state that recognizes 39 Native American tribes, they have also obviously called it Indigenous Peoples Day, and they have a day for every tribe. So still a day up for discussion on social media.
So basically, to sum it up, everybody's mad because we're celebrating robbery.
Robbery, murder, genocide.
So, but it is a federal holiday, meaning banks are closed.
Yes,
but
banks are closed.
So some schools are open though. Like I know my kids' schools, they have school today. They don't celebrate it at the school, but I know certain colleges, they have off.
Yeah, in some public schools, like in Texas, they are off today. And then some people have used like a floating holiday. It just depends on, like where you are. So some employers have said, let's just add on a floating holiday. Some schools have just decided to take another break, so it just kind of depends. This is still a new thing, changing this around. You guys may remember on social media, people would say Indigenous Peoples Day for years, but I don't know how many people realize states are actually moving, to that as a real holiday and real change. Even in Columbus, Ohio, they've changed some stuff around.
What if folks said, look, you're right, Columbus Day is offensive, let's all go to work, let's all go to school? Would they still want that? Or would they say, no, let's call it Indigenous Peoples Day so we can still have a day off?
People want the day off.
You want the day off.
People want the day off. Like, let's be honest. Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, people don't want to go to work today. And I'm sure students don't want to go to school at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Truthfully speaking, the only people that really should have the day off is Native Americans today. That's the truth. That's the reality of the situation. If it's National Indigenous People Day.
Wait, on Juneteenth, do people get Hollywood don't like you don't get the day off, but is Juneteenth black folks get the day off?
We do here at
Yeah,
iHeart.
we do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. So in that day, it should be just black people get the day off. White people got to go to work.
That's right.
Yeah, and that just became a federal holiday on last year as well. So, would you say white people should go to work?
No, white people are gonna benefit from everything. Period.
Now let's talk about Georgia. This seems pretty dope. Now they're going to be the first state that's going to sell marijuana in pharmacies.
Yeah, dope, literally and figuratively. Georgia will soon become the first state in the nation to offer medical marijuana products at independent pharmacies. I hit up our brother Michael Render yesterday on this one. So, this is something he's excited about. The Georgia Board of Pharmacy began accepting applications this week, and nearly 120 pharmacies have already agreed to provide the medication. Now, medical marijuana is only available to Georgians who are approved through a physician to treat severe illness including seizures, terminal cancer, Parkinson's disease, and post-traumatic stress. It is a low THC oil that can contain no more than 5% THC, the compound that gives users a high.
Oh, so they're not going to be selling bud. They're going to be selling oils.
Right.
Oh.
But still medical marijuana.
Oh.
Are you disappointed?
No, I thought they were going to be selling bud, which I think is great because that way when people can go get their blood pressure medicine, they can go get their medical marijuana to help them out in their situation. You know what I mean? So I thought that would have been dope. I didn't know it was just oil. All right.
Tess, you looking good over there.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. I was just waiting. Yeah, that's what it is. So.
You got that background all white because it's a man over there, huh? Who over there, Tess?
Damn,
Jason.
Let's get into that.
Damn, Jason. Getting the tea early.
Well, thank you, Tiz.
No problem. Sorry, I didn't have more on that. Yeah, that's it.
That was asking.
That's it.
She probably been to the pharmacy.
And make sure you subscribe to Tezlin Figaro's podcast, The Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow at Tezlin Figaro on all social media platforms.
All right. Now, when we come back, 800-585-1051. We're talking Tia Mowry. So if you're just joining us, we were talking behind the scenes about something that Tia Mowry said about men courting, and this is what she said.
People just don't court each other anymore. And this person was like, well, that's old news. Like people just don't do that anymore. There's just this whole new way of doing, like you mentioned tradition, and I think that's where it kind of needs to go back to, where, a man is courting a woman and showing her, how much he appreciates her and wants her and loves her or wants to be with her. They have this mentality right off the bat that there is someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like there could be someone else.
Is it that they're the prize?
Yes.
We talking deep here.
Yes.
We about to get into it.
Oh my God, that the man is the prize.
The man is the prize.
Yes. I'm talking loud. Yes.
I wonder because most of the people who still court old and married, they're already in relationships.
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, yeah, I still court my wife and I still buy her flowers and bring her food and things like that.
She ain't talking about you though. You off the market.
But my daughter's 21 years old and she has a boyfriend and he still courts her. He gives her, brings.
Sound like he be courting you more than anything, taking you to games, wanting to play one-on-one with you for your art.
He does take me to the games, and yes, we do play one-on-one. But he brings my daughter flowers. Last night they went to a restaurant in Edgewater, and He does his thing. He courts her like he's supposed to. So when it comes to being the quote-unquote gift, yes, that's what I tell my daughter. Make sure somebody wants you.
But your daughter's also young, though. I'm talking
she's
about
21, yeah.
That's why I said Tia is how old?
Older.
She's older. She's a little
45.
past 40s. I'm saying most of the people that she's probably looking to court, they probably already taken. They probably married and in relationships. You know what I mean?
That's not the issue. The issue is she was married for 15 years to a man who on the outside optically looked like they had the perfect situation. They had 2 kids, 2 successful careers. I've been to their home, beautiful home, and then all of a sudden it abruptly came to an end and nobody knows why. And now you out here in these social media streets after 15 years of marriage looking for somebody to court you when you can slide in and get that pink and brown as you know what at any time of the day. And they don't want you like that. Your career ain't where it was. We don't know what the money looking like. She's still cute-ish, but she's not Tia Mowry 15 years ago, and these streets is dry.
But you don't think there's somebody for somebody
Why would Tia
regardless?
ever invite you in her house?
That's all you got out of this? That's the only thing you want to hear?
That's what Jason just said.
That's all you
Why
want to
would
hear?
Tia ever invite Jason in the
Corey invited me.
Why would Corey ever invite you in the
Because
house?
we're friends. I love both of them. You asked me I'm just here to give my opinion. I mean, you know, the flowers that she's probably going to get are going to be when she drives by the freeway and there's a little Latino lady out there to hand her some out of a bucket. It ain't what it used to be in these streets no more. Maybe you in a situation where you've been in for some years, like you have a great relationship, you do. How long you been in a relationship?
I've been in my relationship 29 years.
How long you been in?
25.
She gave that up for what she got now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The older people she probably looking for.
But they were still caught.
They in relationships. They married already.
Right.
But I'm sure there's some 40-year-old people that's not in a relationship that will be looking to date her that still knows that they have to court somebody.
Where they at? Where they at?
That's what she want to know.
I'll tell you where it is. Kodak Black, right over there in Florida.
Kodak Black ain't 40 plus?
No, but he's single, ain't he?
Kodak Black ain't
At this point, just take what you could get, Tia. You get it. It is what it is.
Jason. Let's talk about it. 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? What do you think about what Tia Mowry said? Let's discuss. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
Made it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Jason Lee is here, our special guest co-host. Now, we were talking earlier, 800-585-1051. We were talking about Tia Mowry, and this is what she said about men courting.
People just don't court each other anymore. And this person was like, well, you know, that's old news. Like people just don't do that anymore. There's just this whole new way of doing, like you mentioned tradition, you know, and I think that's where it kind of needs to go back to, you know, where, you know, a man is courting a woman and showing her, you know, how much he appreciates her and wants her and loves her or wants to be with her. They have this mentality right off the bat that there is someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like there could be someone else.
Is it that they're the prize?
Yes.
We talking deep here.
Yes.
We about to get into it.
Oh my God, that the man is the prize.
The man is the prize.
Yes. I'm talking loud. Yes.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Jason?
I mean, everybody should feel like they're the prize. I want to feel like I'm the prize. I want to make you feel like you're the prize. We both going to be the prize because we should be the winning team. I don't know why one person should feel like they're the prize over the other, why that should even be a debate. But at the same time, I also feel like when you have what appears to be a successful marriage and you choose to be out here in these streets, the streets are cold. And if you get the chills, it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. I don't understand why we can't both feel like we're special. You know what I'm saying? If you the prize, I'm the prize too. You special, I'm special. Let's be special together. And I do think, you know, Ebony K. Williams was up here and she said, you know, something to the effect of, in the eyes of some men, you know, when you get older, you know, after you done had some kids and you out here single, in the eyes of some men, your value isn't the same. You know what I mean? Because I think men still court. They just choose to court based on how they perceive your value, I think. I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I've been married, 22 years, 23 years, and I still court my wife.
Don't nobody care. You married.
But I'm going to tell you why that makes sense. I still court my wife regardless, and because I can still continue to court my wife, my kids see it. And I have 4 daughters, and my daughters know that they need to be felt special. Don't take my daughters for granted. And my sons know that when they're dealing with a woman or their girlfriend, to make them feel special and to court them and to make them feel a certain way. And
yeah, but they're 20-something years old.
But her boyfriend courts her. Like I told you the other day, like her boyfriend brought her home flowers.
Yeah, but they 20-something years old.
Doesn't matter if they 20, if they 30, or they 40.
I
you should still court in any relationship regardless.
I agree. We should encourage the men to still court, but I think what Tia is saying, as a 40-something-year-old woman, it is very hard to still get courted like she did back in the day because the people in her age demographic don't seem to be on that. That's what it sounds like she's saying.
But I think you said something interesting. Hopefully people caught it because I see DDG and Hallie, and he courts her.
He courts her, right?
And she and whatever. But so it's still there. But you said it based on the perceived value.
Well, she's older now. She's older. She just coming out of a relationship. She's probably looking for men her age. Men her age are probably either married, already in relationships, or they probably feel like I ain't with all of that.
Well, I'm sure there's some single men her age,
I can't deal with my cholesterol, my blood pressure, and court you. Right. Either we gonna be together or we not.
Right.
But I'm sure there's some men her age that are still courting.
Where they at? She listening to the radio like that right now saying, where they at? That's the whole point she was trying to make on that podcast. Where they at, though?
Drake's dad is single. we were talking about Drake earlier. Isn't he single? I mean,
that's old school pimping. Ain't no courting going on over there, baby. That's old school Memphis pimping. All right? Ain't no courting happening over there.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's me, Whiskey, with my cocktail.
Hey, Whiskey, good morning.
Good morning.
Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
My thought is there is no such thing as courting anymore. Everyone is instantly gratified, especially when you go online dating and swipe left or right and get exactly what you're looking for.
Ooh.
So
how old are you?
There's like, I'm 46.
See, hold on.
Wait, how old is she? How old?
It's 46.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
She's swiping right, too.
Well, my situation is that I had to make a pact of an agreement because at this point in my life, there's no point of having a relationship. No one takes the time to get to know each other anymore. No one does it. No one does the nice, sweet things anymore. Women have to drive themselves to their dates because they don't know if they're going to meet a creeper, and they should be able to walk away as fast as possible. So I have an agreement with my friend, if you want to say so. And it seems to work for me, and it works for him, and I'm happy. But what I do is on Mom's Cocktails, I discuss about online dating and the safety precautions that women and men have to take. And also I advise people to take the time to get to know each other. But and these days, within 5 minutes, you already know if you're going to smash or, if this is something that you're going to do for the next
we grown. You're a grown woman. You 46 years old. She don't got time for nothing else.
Yeah, but even if she's swiping left or right and she's going out to a date, you still want somebody to make you feel good. Even though I picked you, we're going on a date. Shouldn't a guy say, you know what, I'm going to bring some flowers in that date?
Man, all a man got to do at that point is shut up. The only thing he can do is talk his way out the drawers at that point. That woman is 46 years old. She know what she want, how she want it, when she want it.
And to keep herself apps. 15 years ago, I don't know if they had apps like they have today.
No,
it's different.
Hello, who's this? Hello?
Yo, what's up? What's up, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. What's your name, Bob?
Yeah, this is Bobby out of the 513, man. Yo, Charlamagne, come on, man. You a mental health guy. This is an easy one. How can y'all sit here and support guys going out of their way to make their whole self-esteem based off of how a woman sees them, based off of what they do for them? Mm-hmm. Come on, man.
Hold on now. Say that again.
I get it. So it's rituals. It's a lot of rituals out there. Like somebody sneezes, they say, God bless you. So just because I want to get to know you, now I got to submit to society's idea of what I should be and how I should do it, even if it's at the cost of my own self-esteem. Come on, man.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm confused at what you're saying right now, my brother. Like, why would that cost a man his self-esteem just because he's showing a woman how he feels about her? Or vice versa?
Okay. So it's nothing wrong with showing how somebody feels about you, but I think the deeper effect of that is what am I worth to you? I think the system leads to people being looked at as ATM machines, being looked at as sources of admiration and sources of energy versus.
Oh, I get what you're saying. No, listen, I agree with you, but Ebony K. Williams did say that there is a point where she feels like some men start to look at women as if they have less value. I think women do the same thing to men. Mm-hmm. But I think that what we're saying up here today is that we're all special. Mm-hmm. Like, we're all the prizes. If I'm special, you special, let's be special together. But all I'm simply saying is when people are older, they just don't got time for all of the red tape. They want to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Either we're going to be together or we not. Either we're going to sleep together or we not. But they're not with all the courting.
With all that being said, don't you still want to court somebody on both sides? Don't you still want to make that person feel special? Like, I look at my parents. My parents are in their 80s. They still court each other. My dad still
married, envy.
But it doesn't matter. But that's what I learned. Even if I wasn't married, I would still court because that's what's in my blood, what I was taught, what I learned, what I see, what I saw.
You say that, but God forbid, God forbid you end up in a divorce or something like that. At 50-something years old, you might not have that in you no more.
I'm still going to court because I still want to make somebody, I still like that feeling. I still love. And that's a part of love.
I doubt you're going to court.
Now, on behalf of my community, we do not court. we get straight to it. But I will say this is the first time it's the first time in many years that I'm actually talking to somebody now that I've spent 4 months courting, I guess.
Who be sending you all them flowers, Jason?
Rihanna.
So you're courting somebody.
Yeah, I am. But I will say now I do see the difference because there's a long-term investment for me in it now. But doesn't it
feel more special?
It has more purpose for sure.
More
absolutely.
Purpose is sexier. The love feels like it's there, stronger.
But it also comes with daily threats too. Because if I'm wasting all this time courting, it's gonna be a problem.
I do understand what the last caller was saying though, because it does feel kind of transactional, right?
What you mean?
Like I gotta do all of these things for you, just for you.
But it's okay to make somebody feel like they have value to you, right? It's okay.
But does that have to come through transactions? That can't just come through conversation?
Depends on what your love language is.
Depends on what your love language is.
And it doesn't have to be super duper expensive. It could be something as small as your favorite food is jerk chicken and white rice. Let me bring you a plate of jerk chicken and white rice.
I still don't know you though.
Oh my goodness.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Just because I bring you these things, I still don't know you. Sure. I would prefer the conversation. I would prefer to sit down and talk to you and build to you and know what you thinking, know what you feeling. Like,
we can do that too.
Just giving me stuff and taking me places. That's cool. But
it could be something small, like if I'm out of town and I buy you a mug because I'm like, I thought about
buying.
you.
Or just do like the gays and just move right in. If it don't work out, bam. Now you know.
Don't do that. But let's talk about it more. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Tia Mowry. She was talking about courting, and Jason Lee is here, and this is what Tia Mowry said.
People just don't court each other anymore. And this person was like, well, that's old news. Like people just don't do that anymore. There's just this whole new way of doing, like you mentioned tradition, and I think that's where it kind of needs to go back to, where, a man is courting a woman and showing her, how much he appreciates her and wants her and loves her or wants to be with her. They have this mentality right off the bat that there is someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like there could be someone else.
Is it that they're the prize?
Yes.
We talking deep here.
Yes.
We about to get into it.
Oh my God, that the man is the prize.
The man is the prize.
Yes. I'm talking loud. Yes.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Now let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Missy.
Hey, Missy, good morning. We were talking about courting. What's your thoughts?
Good morning, by the way. So I honestly feel like I definitely understand y'all's standpoint because it's hard. Now, I'm only 29, so I'm not going to say it's hard now because I've never been married. But for her to be 40 and just now coming out of a relationship, she's taking things to, I guess, be the same. It's definitely different now because you have older guys going for younger women who they don't have to do all of that with. But I also still feel as though, and I do have to disagree with Jason Lee, like she's still bad. She's still a beautiful woman and she's at a certain status. So I feel like there's everybody for somebody. And when you're in that tax bracket, there's somebody out there that's worth courting you with or what have you. So I just feel like I get both ends of it. But you just have to know that you're just getting your feet wet. You've been in a relationship for 20-something plus years, you know what I mean? So it's not going to be the same.
You're right, but also to what Jason was saying, because it goes to the Ebony K. Williams point, Ebony just says the pool gets shallower and shallower. So the pool might be clearly the pool is very, very shallow for her right now.
And when you're in your 40s, not to say, I'm not age shaming because I'm 46. I mean, you out in these young streets with 2 kids trying to find that Mr. Right to court you, and it ain't gonna happen. So by the time she's maybe 47, she may find him. Then you got to court for a year. I mean, I don't know.
It's almost saying like you're saying that she should settle.
She should. What happened to for better or for worse? Is that not a thing anymore?
Yeah, I mean, it is, but when courting, like Charlamagne said, it doesn't have to be financial. Like there's things that you could do that's not financial that makes somebody feel special, right?
Yeah, especially at 47, 48. Like go pick up my cholesterol medication from CVS.
There you go.
Know what I mean?
That's
it's
special.
Small things.
That's special.
But that starts the conversation. What you on? I'm on statin. How many milligrams? What you want? Like that's the conversation that we having at this age.
Jesus,
really?
Jesus.
Yes.
I don't like that.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is Ashley coming out of H-Town.
Hey, Ashley out of H-Town. What's your thoughts, Ashley?
I absolutely agree with you. I just had an argument with a gentleman I've been dealing with for maybe a year yesterday about the same topic, and he told me this isn't the 70s anymore, so I need to get over myself.
How old is he?
He is 49.
And how old are you?
I'm 36.
God dang. You got a sugar daddy.
Yeah. I love the old man.
See, he definitely ain't taking you serious. You gonna do what daddy tell you to do when you tell him to do it. Okay,
but you figure an older man would understand courting because he came from that era of courting.
He's 49. Right? He ain't got time for that with this little 36-year-old girl.
The little stuff like that, Mama. You own a house, Mama?
Hey, yes. Well, I got an old soul.
So wouldn't you like it if your man came over there and cut your grass?
You think that man about to cut grass in that Houston kid at 49 years old?
I got time to cut grass.
You right.
He trying to cut some other grass. Why not?
Hey, well, grass is grass.
She talking about sex.
I know, that's what I said. Grass is grass.
And maybe y'all can cut it together.
There you go.
It just don't work like that. I just hired the lawn man to do that.
All right. Well, thank you, Mama.
Have a good day with your little sugar puff daddy.
Sugar puff daddy. Hello, who's this?
My name's Trey. First of all, but I want to say I agree with 100% everything Jason Lee and Charlamagne said, because like I said, it is the dating pool is piss out here in the streets, and you can go on social media and see that. But I think she's still dating like she's 10, 15 years younger. Not saying she's too old, but just the generations are different. The way people move are different.
You're absolutely right.
We are in a sexy red era. Let's just be very clear.
Yeah, but this is the thing. If I'm single and I'm 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 years old, right? And I know these other men ain't courting.
Yeah.
If I'm the only man courting, who's the one that's going to get the women? Who's the one that's going to get the girl that wants to talk to me? Because I'm the one that's doing what these other brothers ain't.
That's not true.
Right or wrong?
But there aren't I don't think a lot of women are out there saying they want to be courted. They may be saying they want to be courted, but they ain't courting in the clubs. That's not what's happening.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. The older women I hear talk, that's 40 plus, they don't care about the courting part.
Right.
They just want a man, period. You know what I'm saying? It's hard enough finding a man. But now you're adding another criteria to it. You want a man that courts at 40 plus years old? All right.
And if you with your husband like Tia, you knew Corey wasn't out there. I mean, I don't know what Corey was doing, whether he was cheating or not, but like you also have there's another epidemic out there. Like your men aren't just cheating with women, they also cheat with men too. So if you find a man who's loyal to you, or maybe he mess up a little bit, work it out. It's worth working it out. I still want to know why they broke up, by the way. And that's what fans are upset about. Because you seem to have a happy, perfect marriage, and then bam, now you out here complaining.
Dang.
And Corey,
sad out there.
Corey used to call when we would post him on Hollywood. I'm like, man, you don't know the whole story. I'm like, come tell the story then. So Corey, if you want to clear it up, come to the Breakfast Club or come over to me and let's talk about it.
Go to Hollywood Unlocked. I ain't got nothing to do with this, Corey. All right. Go sit down with Jason. Go to the Jason Lee show. Go. I don't got nothing to do with it.
What's the moral of the story? It just seems like it's just sad.
I don't know what the moral of the story is because I'm happily married.
Yeah, me too.
The moral stories have value, and everybody have value.
All right. Well, see, Jason Lee is out there courting, which is a good thing. That's what I'm saying. Brothers are out there courting.
Yeah, if I can do it, everybody can do it.
So what's the most courtful quote unquote thing that you've done?
Okay, so I get criticized online because, like, when I was single, being single, I would fly people to me because it's more convenient. So I would fly.
That's not courting. That's flying
I'm
you to
saying I would
smash
fly
them.
them out.
Okay.
Right. I flew to them. For me to take a 1 day, 2 days of fly to St. Louis, which there's no reason for Jason Lee to be in St. Louis, that was like a big thing.
That was not courting, Jason. That's you flying yourself in the
smash. But I didn't fly in for sex. No, I flew in.
Did you have sex?
That is big, though. No, somebody. It's not like somebody flew him out. He flew out on his own dime to go see somebody. Yeah. That's big.
We had a really nice time. I mean, I don't want to get into details, but we didn't have sex. We didn't, no other details, but we didn't have sex.
Okay. All right. Well, we got rumors on the way. Give us what we talk about. What? That's sex, man.
That's
sex, man.
Ain't that on the list of things we're not supposed to be talking about? Be very clear what I did. Speaking of my mouth, let me get right to the next topic.
Wow.
Sexy Red is being called out because she said the fifth word on this list was pink and the other one was brown, and people saw her stuff and said it ain't.
Dang.
That's coming up next.
Jesus Christ. All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Jason Lee is here. He's our special guest host. And let's jump right into the rumors.
Please do not be alarmed. Remain calm.
Tell her. Made it.
Good morning, Jason Lee.
I'm back.
One of one.
All the Hollywood Unlocked viewers, what's happening?
Don't even waste your time trying to compete with me, Nick.
This is the Rumor Report.
I knew I can talk my
on the Breakfast Club.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm in my mental health process, but I am cocked and loaded. That was a long intro, but I'm taking it with me. Sexy Red. I said we live in a Sexy Red era. She's in the news because she has a message for everybody shocked that her vagina isn't pink. She said, "I'm brown. Why would the outside of my
for JJ
be pink?" Anyway, she got a lot of heat after her sex tape allegedly accidentally leaked on her IG story, and this is what she said.
Why do I see dumbass little kids talk about my not pink? Why, no, I'm brown. Why would the outside of my pink? Can you make it make sense? That's how I know y'all don't get no ass, nothing. Why would the outside of my pink? Not that y'all was thinking that that's sick. No, the outside is not pink, dumbass. If you get some and you see what the going on, you're gonna see what I'm saying. Common sense.
Jesus.
Well, the labia does come in a rainbow of natural hues. I mean, you know, from pink to purple, sometimes brown, sometimes black. It's common for the labia to be a shade darker than the rest of your skin.
I know the color of the rainbow. I have no clue what you're talking about. But you know, I mean, she created it. Once you started like labeling the labia colors, I mean, I kind of like started getting blurry. You know, she made a whole song talking about it being pink. So people now are saying maybe she had a ghostwriter write that. I don't know. Why is this such a hit song though? This is what rap music is these days.
Why? Don't do that.
People love they love Sexy Red and they love the content and music she puts out. But
why do people our age act like the content in our generation was any better?
Well, I mean, we did have Lil' Kim.
You had Lil' Kim, you had Foxy, Trina, Jackie O, like
Charlie Baltimore.
And you know the only difference is people, and I hear people say this. They like, they rapped better. They had higher talent levels. Okay, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the content of the music.
Oh no, Sexy Red is hot right now. I mean, she's lit. But I mean, she said one thing, and then when they saw the little clip, they saw it wasn't what she said it was. No, I got the list of what I can't see.
That wasn't on the list, right?
Yeah, no, they said it was dehydrated too. Anyway, moving right along. Okay.
Jason is stupid.
Also in the news, the Kardashians. Now, Caitlyn Jenner, if you don't know, used to be Bruce Jenner. He was on a box. What? I'm trying to figure out the transition here. He was on a transition. He was on a box of Wheaties, and he was keeping up with the Kardashians at the time. He dropped two things off in Kris, and they came out as Kylie and Kendall. Then became a stepfather, then stepmother when he went on to become she. Well, anyway, she's back in the news because she has a new show called House of Kardashians that dropped on Sky TV yesterday. And in there, she's talking about Kim Kardashian, the sex tape. Here's the trailer that dropped. You got to listen for what Caitlyn said.
The Kardashians have redefined the American dream.
They've ruined the world. Oh, my God. Anyway, here we go.
Kris wanted to be more than just a housewife.
Kimberly calculated from the beginning, how do I become famous?
The sex tape was a means to an end. It was to create a controversy.
What was it like working with your wife?
Well, it's safe to say that we know that there's a rumor out there that Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian plotted the whole success of their whole family based on the sex tape that Ray J starred in and produced and distributed, allegedly. But either way, Caitlyn Jenner, this is what I understand. You're now the ex. You're the ex-wife husband. You're the ex-them. You've already X'd yourself out the situation. You, your rubberneck, and your kitten heels need to just go.
That word is on the list. That word is right there. See right there. It's the last word. That's the last word on the list that you can't say. Okay. Not the last word, but it's the second to last word.
Just do a dump. Well, here's the deal. The problem that I have is, and this is why it's a bad representation for our community. Like when Caitlyn was Bruce was not problematic. Bruce was sitting playing with toy planes in the garage, driving race cars and golf carts. Now Bruce put down the Bruce became Caitlyn, and now in our community is super misrepresenting us, like is a messy.
I'm sure his thoughts. I'm sure he transitioned, but his thoughts didn't. The same way Caitlyn thinks Bruce thought. I'm sure.
What?
Why? I don't know, man.
Why are you jumping in?
Because they're being. You guys are being safe. Caitlyn, you're a hot.
You can say hot ass.
You a hot ass mess, Caitlyn. Go away. We don't care about you or your politics, and that's why Kris is over there getting slammed by Corey.
But that's the thing. Caitlyn thought just the way Bruce did. It's the same person.
They transitioned mindsets too.
I don't believe.
I want to say, because you said that at one time Bruce was in the garage racing cars and playing with paper planes and doing that stuff. But then when Bruce transitioned, Bruce knows.
Bruce don't play with paper planes no more.
Because now Caitlyn's in the news saying that she's never going to date again. Nobody cares. And you want to talk about Sahara Desert? Right there.
Of course it's dry. Why would it be wet?
And that thing pink.
Why would it be? What are we talking about?
Confusing me.
And that thing pink and don't nobody want it.
All right, well, that is your rumor report with Jason Lee.
I don't know why I feel so disgusted.
Yo, the whole Kardashian, Caitlyn Kardashian, Jenners, y'all all need to get that thing a breather. I don't think any of them have had a day off.
No. All right. Thank you, Jason Lee. Charlamagne, who you throwing that donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, I need former Officer Louis Lozano and Eric Mitchell of the LAPD to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with them, please.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
I was donkey of the day. Made it. Damn, the hee-haw again.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
I ain't trying to be donkey today no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called Donkey of the Day, and it really caught me off guard. Damn, Charlamagne, who got the Donkey of the Day today?
Well, just hilarious. Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, October 9th goes to Officer Louis Lozano and Officer Eric Mitchell. Or should I say former Officer Louis Lozano and former Officer Eric Mitchell. They are former Los Angeles police officers who were fired because they were too busy discussing Pokemon Go while someone was getting robbed. Let's go to ABC 7 for the report, please.
Are you watching a video or are you playing? Oh, I'm watching a video. Oh, okay. Maybe you were able to live chat with whoever you were playing a game with online right now. I'm like, dang.
Now at 11, the LAPD releasing some shocking new video showing the moments 2 LAPD officers ignored a backup call about a robbery and instead played Pokemon Go. This all happened back in 2017 when the exchange was caught on the digital camera inside their squad car. The officers continued to ride around and talk about catching the Pokemon character Snorlax. After a captain reviewed the video, they were fired the next year. The officers tried arguing the recordings should have been dismissed because they were private conversations, but both the lower court and the appeals court disagreed with that.
Wow.
When are the aliens coming? Not the ones crossing the border, the extraterrestrials. Okay, E.T. and Thanos, them, can y'all please come back to Earth? The lease got to be up, okay? We are so sorry for what we have done to your planet. God, I totally understand why you would never send your only begotten favorite son, Jesus, back here. What would be the point of sending him back to this silly-ass, unserious planet? Somebody out there getting robbed. Okay. Meanwhile, these cops are busy searching for Pokemons in their water. Now, just to play white devil's advocate, other cops did respond to the armed robbery call. So they probably felt like they got it under control. We'll get there when we get there. But I come from an era before mobile games like Pokemon Go, and we used to play games like Cops and Robbers. Y'all didn't play Cops and Robbers as kids?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah. So now when we play Cops and Robbers, do we not go stop the robbers because we're too busy playing Pokemon Go? And what if there was a lot of Pokemon to be captured at the scene of the armed robbery? These officers might have really missed out. Okay, now the worst part about this is that these officers simply are not living up to the motto of protecting and serving. Okay, instead of being out trying to catch a robber, they was going back and forth about who can catch Bulbasaur and Ivysaur and Venusaur. They was worried about all the SARs but didn't want to be officers of the law and do their damn jobs. Sidebar, I had a friend who would call me Charizard all the time, and I was so confused. I never understood why until I started paying attention to this phenomenon called Pokemon Go. What is it? Charizard. Oh, that's what it was pronounced? Oh, Charizard. Yeah, shoot, they would call me Charizard. Okay. Now, there's nothing wrong with an officer killing some time playing some mobile games. But when those mobile games stop you from doing your actual job, okay, then you deserve to be fired. Especially when your job is to save folks, all right? You had the opportunity to stop a whole armed robbery, and you literally said, I don't want to be his help. Okay, more and more every day I realize why Alonzo hated Hoyt so bad in training day and why he hazed Hoyt so bad in training day, because these two officers, Louis Lozano and Eric Mitchell, they had no business in the field. They needed to go get a nice poom desk job chasing bad checks or something, okay? They clearly not built for the action that comes with being a law enforcement officer, all right? Because they would rather be at the Pokemon Go Fest instead of the police academy. Please give Louis Lozano and Eric Mitchell the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
Cold world.
Mm-hmm. Was that the Four Tops?
The Four Tops?
That wasn't a gay reference. The singing group, the Four Tops.
Oh no, that was the Hamiltons. I didn't know. I was like, it was only 2 officers. I was like, where did the other 2 tops come from?
Now,
that's what he said.
Wow. Now you did mention aliens, and I want to tell people, Ring Camera. Is offering $1 million to anyone who captures an alien with the doorbell camera.
That's right.
Now, the winner will get $1 million grand prize paid out in 50,000 yearly installments for 2 decades. And Ring is also offering a $500 Amazon gift card for the most creative fake. So if you catch...
See, I don't like that. That's what I don't like.
What?
I like the having the $1 million out there to catch the extraterrestrials, but then you're going to offer money for the most creative fake. So now, what if there's a real one on there, but nobody's going to think it's real because they're going to think it's a real creative fake? So now, if I'm actually an extraterrestrial, right? Like, say I'm just like a little troublemaking extraterrestrial who likes to come down every now and then, kick it, around Halloween, blend in. Now I can just walk by a Ring camera, actually be an alien, then go collect the prize.
I can tell you right now, if I see this pop up in my neighborhood where people are doing all of this for a prize, I'm going to call the LAPD. Not that they would show up and do anything, but this is...
No, they'd be too busy playing Pokemon Go.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day. Now, when we come back, we got a special guest joining us, right?
Yes, Dr. Alfie Breland Noble, man. Dr. Alfie Breland Noble, she runs the Acoma Project, and she runs my foundation, the Mental Wealth Alliance, and she'll be here to give us a recap of the 3rd annual Mental Wealth Expo that happened this past Saturday.
All right, and BET, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Everybody else, we're going to kick it up when we come back, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our special guest host, Jason Lee, with us. And we got a special guest in the building. She's back. She just reminded me that she had her HU bag outside that she didn't bring in. And I'm so glad you brought your Hampton University bag with you today. We have Dr. Alfie Breland Noble. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Dr. Alfie.
Morning. Thank you for having me.
How you feeling?
I'm good. What did Char say?
Blessed, black, and highly
favored.
There you
go. Blessed, black, and highly favored.
We fresh off the 3rd annual Mental Wealth Expo. How did that go?
Oh my God!
Like I wasn't there, but
it was phenomenal. One of the highlights for me was at the end when you took the video of all the people out in the audience. I just felt like the energy was really there for those thousands of people who showed up to get some healing and get some positive energy from you and all your celebrity friends and the influencers, and just so many good words. Michelle Williams' words stand out to me a lot. She was just phenomenal. So I think it was highly successful. Each year gets bigger and better, and it was a joy and an honor to be there.
Now let's talk about the weather too, because the weather was disgusting and people still showed up in that weather. That shows how much people really needed it and wanted it.
They need it, they want it. I think everybody appreciates Shar as a black man coming out and talking about his own mental health and his own journey, and having people like Carson Daly, I don't want to name check everybody, but Tamika Mallory, all these amazing people from all these different walks of life talking about their mental health and like just uplifting it and being open and transparent, so the people really came out to get that learning and that love, and they got it.
Yeah, I always say, the thing I love about this event is I want people to come to this event and learn early what I learned late, and I also say I want this to be the start of somebody's healing journey. So what would be the next steps for somebody that came out to the mental health?
I think, first of all, what I was telling a lot of people is you go to the workshops. If you went to the workshops or the breakout rooms, and if you went to any of the vendors, you already have some ideas about where your journey can go next, right? So following up with some of those folks, like the Acoma Project was there, the Mental Wealth Alliance had a booth there, Lululemon helped us out a little bit. So following up with those folks that you met, who are providers, who run organizations, I think that's the next step, is just following up. And the other thing I would say is make a commitment, right? Remind yourself that you have the passion, the energy, and you want to keep the momentum going. Because if you don't have the passion and energy, and you don't have the investment in taking care of, as you say, your mental wealth, it's not going to go anywhere. You can have the interest, but you really need to be ready to take the next step. So that's what I would tell people to do. Go look these people up, find them on the web, take some of the advice, things that you learn from some of the people who were on the main stage, and really make a concerted effort to act on what you learn every day.
See, I'm disappointed that I wasn't invited to participate. I'm in therapy. I'm happier now. You walked in with a whole light. I mean, mental health, going through your mental health journey in therapy, does it just make you a happier person, a lighter person? Because I feel like one of the things that made me a little nervous going down this path was my career is based on being a little snarky at times and having high opinions and being critical. But sometimes now that I'm in my journey, I reconsider what I'm going to say and do because of the work I'm doing.
I think it's beautiful, and I do think it helps you maybe not necessarily be happier, because it's not a happy pill, it's not like a happy trip. It really is about helping you find what's deep down inside of you and bring out the best parts of yourself. And I think sometimes what happens is the best parts of who we are get covered up with so much muck through trauma, right? Through negative experiences, through watching people in our lives who aren't happy themselves or who aren't, they don't know who they are. And so I think what therapy does is it just brings out what's already down in there. And I think every single one of us has a light in us, but we can't see the light if our mental health is not good. I don't know. What do you think, Shar, about that question?
I do think it makes you happier if you do the actual work and you do get to a place of healing. I don't think you're ever completely healed. You know what I mean? And I don't want anybody to think that you're just always naturally happy either. Like, I still deal with bouts of depression all the time.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So I don't ever want nobody to think that any of this just is going to automatically correct you.
Now, we're talking to Dr. Alfie Breland Noble. What do you think about programs like The Breakfast Club or like Jason Lee's Hollywood Unlocked? And the reason I ask is, sometimes we take somebody's mental breakdown and we report it and we talk about it, which could be traumatizing to the people who it affects, and not only that, but their family and their friends as well. So when you see The Breakfast Club reporting something or you see Jason Lee reporting something, what do you think about?
Well, let's just say when we see Tyrese and them go at it, let's use that as
but it's all of the above.
We've been promoted too.
Yeah,
because we talk about it, we discuss those things.
Okay, y'all, Breakfast Club, we're gonna be real. We're gonna keep it real.
Absolutely.
I think that everybody's different. Everybody has a different journey. Everybody has a different mechanism for coping. I personally am a person where I have to try to keep everything around me, the energy positive. It can't always be light, but I'm always trying to seek the light even in the difficulty, right? But that's my journey. For other people, they don't know how to find the light. Do you know what I mean? They can get stuck, and they can get stuck in hearing things about themselves that don't portray them in the best light. It can be traumatizing for, I learned this from one of the young people I work with. Her name is Maeve. She has volunteered with the Acoma Project. She's a transgender young woman. And listening to her talk about people using what I've learned to call her dead name, her old name, before she really fully embraced who she was, that's traumatizing and that's painful. And so I think what I've learned to do is anytime I'm in the room, I'm going to do my best to, like I always say, spread love and light. That's my goal. That's what I'm put on this earth for. Because maybe I can be a person who, in that moment where somebody's feeling beat down or feeling like people are piling on them, or, you're never as bad as the worst thing that you've ever done. And we've all done awful stuff. So I think what I try to do is help people see, look, people can say those things. I heard a Jan Van Zandt say this a long time ago, and it really helped me. It's not what people say about you or what they call you. It's what you choose to respond to. And I try to carry that with me. So to answer your question directly, I think depending on the person, it can be super traumatizing. But I also think that if we can find the strength to, go seek out, like we were talking about earlier, therapy, or seek out ways of taking care of ourselves and uplifting ourselves, maybe it can make that pain a little less. So I hope I answered the question directly. I think it can be traumatizing for people, but everybody needs to find some way to recognize that what people say about you is not the most important thing. It's what you think about yourself.
Well, and you look at Britney Spears dancing with them little draws and the knives and the dogs running for cover. For us to not comment on it when you're a celebrity and putting it out there to millions of people, that's what it is. If you don't want us to criticize or have an opinion, don't do it. It doesn't mean that I'm not doing the work or we're not doing the work. It means you put this out here for public consumption. So, I think sometimes when the celebrities feel like, it's capped that we're working on ourselves so we shouldn't have an opinion.
Yeah. Well, but what is that opinion though? Because if you're doing the work on yourself and you see Britney Spears with the knives, you can look at that and say, man, something's wrong there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can.
Because you did get a wellness check.
Yeah, you can. But also remember, sometimes when you see that stuff, the reason it's out there is because the person isn't well. If they were well, they would never put that stuff out there. You know what I mean?
And having this conversation, there's people that may not be well that watch it and go, oh, well, I'm not well too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So those conversations are helpful.
Yes.
Well, we have more with Dr. Alfie Breland Noble when we come back. She's here, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our special guest host, Jason Lee. He's here. And we have Dr. Alfie Breland Noble. Now, this weekend was the Mental Wealth Alliance, the Expo, that had so many people I seen on the video. I was actually in Alabama, and I was so impressed because when I looked on the cameras, I seen it seemed like a monsoon in New York, and the amount of people that showed up and showed out just showed that they wanted it, they needed it, and they respected it. So I appreciate both of you guys for what you guys have done to help people on their mental journey.
You know what I want to talk to you about, Dr. Alfred Breland Noble? You run Mental Wealth Alliance, but you also run the Acoma Project.
Yes.
So could you tell us the mission of the Mental Wealth Alliance as well as the Acoma Project?
Absolutely. So I'm going to shout out my senior executive liaison, Lexi Fields, who's in here with me from the Acoma Project. And the Acoma Project is a mental health organization that's founded on 3 key principles: raising consciousness, empowering people, and changing the system of mental health for youth and young adults of color. What makes us unique is a couple things. One is we are intentional and unapologetic about focusing on young people of diverse backgrounds, because so much of what we know in the field is, and there's nothing wrong with it, white kids need support too, but that's who we know about in the mental health field. We don't know about Arab, MENA kids, African American and black kids of all the diaspora, right? Because we come from lots of different places: Latino, Latine, Native American, AAPI folks. And so at the Acoma Project, our goal is to generate research and knowledge. This year we put out something called the State of Mental Health of Youth of Color, one of the first of its kind reports, where our entire sample was kids of color, including kids who identify as multiracial. And so being able to uplift and amplify and help these young people see you need to be centered in these conversations too. That's what we're all about.
And what about the Mental Wealth Alliance?
Oh yes, so the Mental Wealth Alliance, we're all about train, treat, and teach, uplifting the mental health and wellness of black folks specifically, because we know, right, there's so many things that impact us uniquely as black people, and the whole goal with the Mental Wealth Alliance is to, again, center those needs, center those special ways, unique ways of healing, and making sure that everybody out there knows, as Char always says, that you need to invest in your mental wealth, and to provide a model and an image so people can see black men taking care of themselves, black women taking care of themselves. Like we had representation from Dr. Lassiter, who's all about the queer community and making sure that black queer people know that they are a part of the conversation too. So the Mental Wealth Alliance is really like a hub to bring all kinds of folks together to help people understand that black folks' mental health needs to be amplified.
If I can just go back to the Acoma Project, recently we did a youth summit in my hometown for about 200 young people, and Stockton.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stockton.
Listen, it's
Stockton.
Somebody else called it Stockholm. We get it, but it's a community with a lot of folks that look like us.
Yeah.
That there was 200 kids there, and last minute the team put a young white boy up there, and there were 3 young boys and girls of color, and then the white boy. They gave their experiences with violence, death, drugs, despair. Then he was like this young savior, and I don't even think he knew what he was doing, but he was saying, my colored colleagues, this young man was,
he said that,
colored. And I'm sitting there facilitating this, trying to be respectful of the youth, but also being very present and saying that our lived experience is very different.
Yes.
Our lack of resources or even knowing about the resources is different. And then the people in the audience was listening to the young black folks tell their story. Then when it got to white, clapping them on, and I said, there you go, praising him, and not really. And I just think it came natural to folks that weren't really understanding it. Well, what I walked away with, besides knowing that we're very clear and intentional about who we're targeting, which is people that look like us. How important is it for parents, families, mentors, people like me or us that have audiences to promote mental health awareness and access to care for young people?
Well, I think a couple things. One, is important for our communities because there's so much trauma, and you know what I mean? There's historical trauma. There's lived trauma in the moment. You got intergenerational trauma. And so I think regardless of what your socioeconomic status is, because I want people to be clear, right? We got a Hampton grad right here. You have so much you all are in the public eye. Yeah. That's all right though, but you're in the public eye and you're successful. And so we have so much variability in our communities. And that's part of what I want people to understand, is that our experiences it's not a monolith. We're super diverse. And so for parents and caregivers, right? Because not everybody who takes care of a child is a biological parent, right? You got aunties and uncles and all that kind of stuff, grandparents. So for us, I think it is helping our young people understand by modeling. We got to take care of our own mental health to model for our young people that they need to. And even in the absence of that, we have to really be willing to encourage our young people to understand that taking care of your mental health and acknowledging that mental health is a thing and that mental illness is a thing, it doesn't make you weak, it doesn't make you sorry. What it really does is it empowers you. Because like I was saying earlier, when you can pull out the best of you right? Everybody gets to experience that, but you can't find that if you're not taking care of your mental health.
I want to go back to something Jason said about having a white person at an event centered around black people. I don't know if the mental wealth Expo was ever centered around just black people, because mental health is not just a black or white issue. And I was happy that Carson Daly wanted to be a part of it because, number one, it just shows that this is something that we're all dealing with. And I think anybody who has the issues of anxiety or depression or whatever you're going through, if you can help point us in the direction of more resources, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the other thing about having somebody like Carson there as a big mental health advocate, it echoes what you said. It's like it demonstrates to people, to me, that everybody goes through this stuff, but it also demonstrates to young people that all different kinds of people care about you and are invested in you. Because for so many of our young people, their experience of people who come from outside their community is not one of love and support, right? Like you think about what they call the school to prison pipeline for our young black boys and girls, right? And so what we need is to see more of people like Carson at these kinds of events, supporting all different kinds of people, so our young people can know if it's a safe adult, if it's a trustworthy adult, I can go to that person and get some help, right? They don't have to look like me. I always say it's not necessarily about a racial match, although that's important. In therapy, it's about an empathy match. Can you empathize with my experience, right? Can you uplift me without falling into stereotypes or treating me in stereotypical ways? And so having Carson there, I think was just phenomenal.
And I don't want people to think that the Mental Wealth Expo is celebrity driven too. Like the biggest thing that I like having at the Expo is the experts, like the Dr. Alfie Breland Nobles, because we're not experts. I'm not an expert. Carson Daly's not an expert.
Right.
Michelle Williams not an expert. We're just people who have experiences, and we share our experiences. I loved having Dr. Rita Walker there and Dr.
Elliot.
Judith Joseph.
Yes.
Yeah, Elliot Connie, psychotherapist Elliot Connie. Dr. J. Barnett. Rashawn.
Yes.
You know, so and that black men's panel was phenomenal.
Oh, I'm so glad. And my buddy Trent Out Loud from Canada, he was representing the Canadians. And so, you know, Jason Phillips, who was in one of the breakout rooms. I saw Fonz, the therapist, and they had a picture of the brothers, and he was saying, there's no crabs in a barrel here. I saw it on his Instagram this morning. He was just saying all these brothers out here uplifting and supporting each other, and people don't get to see that, right? Because there's so fewer men in the mental health space as mental health professionals. And I just want to echo you and give you your flowers, because you were clear. Don't just stick the influencers and celebrities up there. I want to see the mental health professionals highlighted too. And so I'm proud to say that together we were able to put a mental health expert on pretty much every single one of those panels, right? Because that's important to you. And so we made it happen.
That's the only thing I want. That's the reason I have the Expo, so people can come there, hear from the experts, and walk away with real resources to get started on their healing journey.
Yes, it was awesome.
And we appreciate you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Tell them where they can donate to the Acoma Project and the Mental Wealth Alliance and all that good stuff.
So you go to mentalwealthalliance.org, all one word, make sure you say .org, and you go to Acoma Project, AAKOMA Project, all one word, .org, and follow us on Instagram, both of the organizations. And please, people, go donate, because these organizations can't do the work if they don't have any resources. And thank y'all so much for having me.
One more question. Tomorrow's World Mental Health Day.
Yeah.
What should people be doing on World Mental Health Day?
I think people should do three things. First thing is you got to make a decision that you're ready to take care of your mental health. The second thing is you got to decide what is your level of motivation to take care of your mental health. Third thing is you got to come up with a plan. So notice I didn't say start with a plan. I said you got to start with where your head and heart are in terms of taking care of yourself. You got to be motivated, and then you go get ready to do the work.
All right. So when we come back, Jason Lee, you got the rumor report. We talk about all that. Now we're about to jump into rumors.
Yeah, sorry about this. But Kevin Gates spit in somebody's mouth, and it has the whole internet in shambles.
Well, that could be
no, there was mental health involved with that.
It wasn't a treatment. It wasn't. Does it make him happy?
She probably needed it.
Does it make him happy to make her happy? We don't know.
Well, we'll get into it.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it next. Thank you so much, Dr. Alfie Breland Noble. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Rumors on the way.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our special guest host, Jason Lee's here, and let's get to the rumors.
Please do not be alarmed. Remain calm.
Tell her. Made it.
Good morning, Jason Lee.
I'm back.
One of one.
All the Hollywood Unlocked viewers, what's happening?
Don't even waste your time trying to compete with me, Nick.
This is the Rumor Report.
I knew I can talk my
on The Breakfast Club.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm in my mental health process, but I am cocked and loaded. Well, Kevin Gates is in the news today, and he's keeping up with his freak nasty image. Now, in the past, we've seen him doing a lot of different things, imitating and describing sex acts during his concerts. Well, this past weekend, we saw him pull a fan on stage and perform another not safe for work act. Now, this video has gone viral. We posted on Hollywood Unlocked of him tilting a fan back in her seat, and her head and mouth open wide. He then spit down her throat.
That's why COVID cases are spiking up all across the country again, man. Stuff like that.
You know, they got super gonorrhea out here, allegedly, where you can't get rid of that now. So, like, and it was like a loogie. It was a lot.
Okay, next one.
But she swallowed it. That's the part that I just don't know. But is there any celebrity that you all know that you would let spit in your mouth?
No.
Absolutely not.
So did he just say, hey, any girl here?
He called her up on stage, and he didn't even talk to her about it. He just laid her back. She opened her mouth, and he spit down her throat.
I wouldn't let Jesus spit in my mouth.
Not even if he was going to get in heaven?
Nope.
Jesus?
Yeah, I need more.
You need more context?
I need more context. You got to show me
if
how this going to get me in heaven.
If Jesus spit in your mouth, that's gay.
Why, Jason?
Because, imagine.
No, I'm not asking why that's gay. I'm just saying why. Why do you have to say that?
No, you asked. So Jesus is there, his golden locks.
Yo, man, go to the next story.
I don't want to fetishize the Lord.
We didn't say we want to get into heaven twice this morning. We're not going to get in like this.
Well, this person might be getting in heaven. This is the person who was married to Real Housewives of Potomac star Mia Thornton. Now, her estranged husband says that she married him for his money and left when the money dried up. Now, Mia Thornton got slammed by her estranged husband, Gordon Thornton, the other day. Now, he's claiming that she married him for his money and that when the money dried up, she got out of there. He even admitted that when he underwent surgery for prostate cancer, he could no longer sexually satisfy her and gave her a hall pass. But now she's run off with that hall pass and now with another man. And here's what she told TMZ.
I know there's going to come a time when I probably won't be able to satisfy all your needs. I want you to know that I am okay with you finding what you need elsewhere. I only have 2 rules. Don't give me a reason to look for it. Secondly, keep the kids out of it. What really aggravates me through all of this is that I've given her permission, but yet she still chooses to sneak around, chooses to lie, chooses to continually change her story about what's going on and why she's leaving me and this, that, and the other. And she's told me that this guy's her soulmate, but she made the choice, I guess, to choose him over me. I do agree that Mia married me for my money. Yeah, I absolutely believe her leaving me now is tied to the fact that I don't have access to assets and my funds are limited at this point in time. And this guy that she's seeing, she believes has access to funds. And I think she's leaving me for that reason.
That's why I don't understand women who say things like, I want me a baller, I want a man who got money. Why would a man want you when he knows you only want him for the paper? Because when the paper gone, so will she.
But we're missing a point. His paper and his penis isn't working. So, like, she's not, his mouth better be working, but if that ain't working, you can't pleasure her or pay for her.
No, I listened to that whole clip. I ain't hear nothing about no penis.
No, he said his prostate.
His prostate. He had issues with his prostate, so he went under surgery, and then
that's why couldn't satisfy it. That's why he gave it a whole pass.
Meaning, like, the thing wasn't working, and then the credit card ain't working either. Like, what we doing?
How you ain't hear that part?
I ain't hear none of that.
I'm surprised you missed the penis part. That's crazy.
Definitely missed.
You never missed the penis.
Man, shut up, man. I ain't doing this all week with both of y'all now. Okay.
Wait, pause.
Y'all ain't gonna be in here, DT and me all goddamn weekend. All right. This is going crazy already. This morning.
For rich or for poor, for better or for worse, this is like absolute worse and just poor.
Yeah, but the hall pass is the crazy thing, right? You can't satisfy it, and you're financially strained. So you give her a hall pass. What usually is gonna happen? She's gonna find somebody that she's into that can satisfy her in the bed, and also has the money that you don't. Which way
should have had restrictions on the hall pass. The hall pass should have been, you can go out there and get some broke penis, okay? But you can't get no penis that is in this tax bracket, okay?
Maybe Mia and Tia can become a reality show. Tia Mia.
This guy.
Anyway, all right. Well, speaking of no value, T-Pain is in the news because he bought a $12 fake Richard Mille, and he plans to wear it outside. He said, "If you see me out with this, don't say nothing." Now, despite him having a reported $10 million worth of, I guess that's his net worth, and he's bought this fake watch. This is the audio from him talking about it.
I gotta tell you, I might wear this watch. Yeah, it's like Richard Mille. I'm gonna see what I can get away with. Bro, you see me out with this? Just don't say nothing.
That fat, ain't it? You gotta take that sticker off that motherfucker.
What is the
That's what I wanted to say. Where's it made in what?
Bro, this literally says fashion watch.
This would be cute for a kid to play dress up with. You want to wear Richard Mille?
Well, I tell you what, it's about to be for a goddamn adult going to a award show for real. I'm wearing that motherfucker.
Now, Richard Mille is usually average around $200,000, and I was saying during the break, somebody in Beverly Hills got shot broad daylight for wearing a Richard Mille. It was a real one, but still, people don't know real and fake.
Not at all.
When you move with a fake watch,
That's right.
Yeah, you can be called out on social media, but you can also get killed.
That's right. Them robbers don't know the difference between fake Richard Milles and real ones.
Not at all.
And you get killed for a $12 fake watch.
You gonna be upset.
Man. Yeah.
No, you ain't gonna be upset.
Yeah, because ain't nobody robbing you with no fake gun. You best believe that.
All right, well, that is your rumor report. All right, we'll be back. The People's Choice Mix is up next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Jason Lee is here. He's back tomorrow, though.
I am here and Wednesday.
That's right. And I want to salute to everybody again. I went out to, I'm on my HBCU tour. I do it each and every year. Homecoming season. I try to touch as many HBCUs as possible. And we tape it. We try to do a docu-series where we try to teach and explain what the HBCU experience is all about for people that's never attended or never went to. So we went to Alabama A&M, Alabama State. I think we're going to hit Delaware, Howard, and Hampton this year. Last year we did FAMU, we did Bethune, a couple of others, but we just try to hit as many HBCUs as possible just to see the different experiences of the HBCU life, all right? Now, Charlamagne, you had your Mental Wealth Expo over the weekend.
I did, man. I just want to say thank you to everybody who came out to the Mental Wealth Expo, my third annual Mental Wealth Expo. You know, we do it every year in honor of World Mental Health Day, which is tomorrow. Salute to the Mental Wealth Alliance. That's my nonprofit organization. Salute to Dr. Alfie Breland Noble and everybody at the Acoma Project and all the panelists who participated, man, all the experts who participated. You know, I can't salute everybody, but just thank you all for showing up. And, yeah, man, I just want to continue to do things like this. Also throughout the year, you know, we get to do this once a year, but I feel like, you know, me and Styles P was talking about this over the weekend. Styles was there speaking on the panel, the Triumph and Trauma panel, actually. And I just want to, I don't know, I think we got to start going to the communities. Like, we got to start pulling up the places like, you know, Pharmacy for Life or, you know, these small black-owned businesses and just having a more intimate thing. You bring a therapist or a psychiatrist to these venues and have like 100 people from the community show up and just pour into them, man. So
absolutely.
Well, I'm down to participate next time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So just thank you to everybody who came out, man.
Well, this Saturday, I don't know, is this a good time I can talk about?
Yeah, of course.
This Saturday, so I had started a nonprofit called the Hollywood Cares Foundation, and in it we have an I Am Ready initiative where we're going back to my hometown of Stockton, and there's going to be, I think, around 350 young people. We did one last month, and we weren't going to do another one, but there was such a demand to talk about gun violence, safety, financial literacy. They brought this up. So we're going to be there doing that, and you know, just hearing even what you're doing with HBCUs and what you're doing in mental health is great. That we've like figured out how to use our platforms to actually help other people.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, because to whom much is given, much is required. But I got something for you guys too. Could I give it to you now?
Sure, of course.
So in 2019, we started an award show at Hollywood Unlocked called the Impact Awards, and you guys were one of the first recipients. And I don't think we ever delivered your trophy.
No.
Your ex-colleague went and accepted on your behalf, but we
Angela Yee?
Angela Yee.
Okay.
This is the actual award designed by Sean Harrison.
Thank you, Sean.
And you know, one thing I just said recently on my Instagram, and this award was given to the Breakfast Club for the Culture Award.
That's phenomenal.
That's nice.
And the reason why you all were the first recipient is because of what you do and what you've done historically for the culture. You've won every award that matters in the world of broadcast and radio. But you know, when it comes to black, we don't have many black-owned award shows.
Mm-hmm.
And so we created our own award show because it's really truly for us, by us, and we recently just updated the award, and this is what it looks like.
It is hilarious.
Nice.
Sean gave this statue some ass.
Is that what you see?
I've never seen a statue with ass.
You know,
you're crazy.
Tell me I'm lying.
You're crazy. That does have a little bump.
When we were designing it, we definitely said it had to have body. But it also has a crown that says Impact, Charlamagne.
Oh, you're right.
He didn't see none of that. Charlamagne went right to the butt.
Yes.
But you know what's interesting? We're in this whole conversation. I was talking to, I'm going to put him out there, David Stromberg, who manages Travis Scott, and I was saying that, you know, the value of these awards are when our people hold them.
Absolutely.
It's not the Oscar is the Oscar because of who holds them. But, you know, with all the controversies going on in these different award show mediums that black folks say, I didn't get honor, you know, well, then pull up when you're offered an honor. because this is for you, by us. So, interesting. It's been a great success so far. Next year, June 21st.
You're understating how successful the Impact Awards have been. Like, name some of the people that y'all have had there.
Floyd Mayweather, Mariah Carey, Lizzo, Tiffany Haddish, Jennifer Lewis, Babyface. I mean, we've had some.
Chloe Halle.
Chloe, the vice president, actually pulled up for us with a video last year. So, this year. So, we've had some really good people.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
We appreciate you too, Jason.
Yes.
Great. All right. It's the Breakfast Club. When we come back, we got the positive note. Don't move. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time for a positive note.
Yes, the positive note is simply this, man. And it comes from one of my favorite pages on Instagram, The Healing Guide. You should follow them. The Healing Guide posted, I used to tolerate a lot because I didn't want to lose people. Now I establish boundaries because I don't want to lose myself. Y'all have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?